Hello, everyone, and welcome. Thank you for joining us for the University of West Florida Executive Mentor Program Year-End Celebration. I'm Sherry Hartnett. It's truly been a year we will never forget. We're happy to have this opportunity to recognize all of you for your participation. To get the event started, it's my pleasure to introduce you to the Dean of the College of Business. Please join me in welcoming someone you all know, Dr. Rick Fountain.
Thank you very much, Sherry. And before I make my remarks, I want to thank you for the wonderful job. I don't think we appreciate how difficult it is to gather up over 60 mentors and have them volunteer their time and energy to help our students. And I think it's important that we remember what this is about. The Executive Mentor Program is a high impact practice which is so helpful to our students by providing them with opportunities to learn about and enhance their soft skills, which helps ensure their success in the workforce. This event provides us with an opportunity to show our appreciation to community business executives and to celebrate our students who participated in this program. Also want to remember our sponsors. Without them, we're not possible to do these events. So once again, thanks to Sherry for your great work. Thanks to over 60 executive mentors.
Thank you, Dean Fountain. We genuinely appreciate your support of this program. It means a lot. Now, I'd like to introduce you to one of our matches. That is a business executive mentor and a student mentee who've been paired together for the academic year. I invited them to share their experience in this program with you. Here are Allison Reynolds and Jody Bell.
Hi everyone, my name is Allison Reynolds and I am a senior here studying marketing with a minor in management, and I have been in the Executive Mentor Program for about half of a year now. So my experience in the program has been very unique and special to my growth and development with who I want to be and how I want to do things with furthering my education or furthering, continuing to be the person I want to be in my career. My mentor, Miss Jody Bell, has definitely helped me, give me tips, gave me, experience based on her past and helped me moving forward. So I do appreciate that. And like I said, just some real world experience on marketing and how to, go about doing things in your career or just day-to-day lives. So I do appreciate her for that, and I'm so grateful for this program that I had the opportunity to get those skills and learn those tips moving forward. To me, Miss Jody Bell was definitely a cheerleader and also a coach. I've been in a lot of different award ceremonies and just school events, so she's definitely helped me coached me through that process and kind of gave me some promotion or some motivation to get through it whenever times are hard. So I do appreciate her for those motivation and those tips overall. For anyone that wants to join the Executive Mentor Program, I 100% recommend it. It's definitely a great experience just to understand how things work outside of college and in the real world. So that program has definitely helped me get that knowledge and learn from that.
Hi, I'm Jody Bell. I'm the Vice President of Advertising for the Panhandle, for Local IQ, and for Gannett. And I have been in the Executive Mentor Program as a mentor since 2016 and have been matched with 5 different students. I'm enthusiastic about mentoring, and I love being a part of the UWF Executive Mentor Program. I see that this is part of my legacy, and the contribution of time that I make to each of these students will impact them for the rest of their lives, and I take that very seriously, and it's rewarding to me. I think I've learned as much from each of my mentees as they have learned from me. I always gain new perspectives and fresh ideas, and each one of them has made me a better leader. All 5 have been very different, and I count myself lucky to be on their personal board of directors. I am at times a coach, I am a supporter, I am a cheerleader, I'm a connector and an industry expert. I believe that it is our responsibility as leaders to develop the next generation. and take very seriously the concept of being able to inspire them to dream more, to learn more, to do more, and to become more.
Thank you, Jody and Allison, for sharing your stories with us. It's always nice to hear from alumni after they've been out of college for a few years to see what really made a difference in their lives. Next, we have a superstar alum of our Executive Mentor Program, Sarah Lee. Here's Sarah.
So my name is Sarah Lee. I am a student, or was a student, here at the University of West Florida. I graduated in 2017. I was part of this program for about a year and a half, and it really just was the most transformative thing for me. My mentor, who I still consider my mentor, his name is Bob Osborne, and I actually have a very funny story of how Bob and I got acquainted for the first time. So I was working downtown. I was working for the Studers, doing accounting work. My background, my degree is in economics, and I was doing some accounting work for the Studers, and I was working with a woman named Susan. And she comes in one day and is asking me, "Hey, I heard you were starting on this executive mentor program thing. That sounds really cool." And I was like, "Yeah, it's great. I'm really excited. I think I'm supposed to get my mentor today." And she goes, "Yeah, his name's Bob, right?" I was like, "Yeah, how did you know that?" And she goes, "Well, Bob's my husband." And I was like, what a crazy world that I would get paired with Susan's husband. And really that was my whole experience being Bob's mentee, was this dynamic way that he could connect with people. And he just had this energy about him. And that was really the thing that I could take away from this experience that I had in the Executive Mentor Program, was I learned how to make relationships and build them, and really just encapsulate the humanity that we have as people and our experiences, and be able to build on that with others that you just can't get out of a textbook. That, I think, is the most exciting thing about the program, and is really something that differentiates us and just, learning something on the computer or learning something through a seminar or something like that. Really, if someone was thinking about the program, I would say, why not? Because if you're wondering, well, what am I going to lose with this? Really nothing. The idea is that you are going to meet people. You're going to learn how to network. You're going to learn something that you may not from one of your professors. These are people who are active in the community, and it's different to say, oh, well, I want to learn something from one of my random connections on LinkedIn. That's fantastic, do that. But you're never gonna get the experience of someone in this town, in the place that you're living, in the place that you are studying and buying groceries and funding that economy. You're never gonna get that except through this program. But I look a lot of times at what I thought I wanted for my life when I was graduating college. And I was ambitious, and of course still am, hopefully. And I said, I want to move to New York. I want to go big, work in finance. It's going to be awesome. And Bob tempered that a little bit and said, you need to get to know a company, and they need to get to know you. And if you leave after a year and a half, you've built nothing. And they can't even say she's worth X, Y, or Z. And I didn't really like that idea. I was like, well, why can't I just pack up and, move to New York and gumption, and that's great. But I learned through his experiences when you needed to go for it and when you needed to kind of sit and take it all in and work a little harder. And I think that's one of the benefits that you won't necessarily hear people talk about all the time, because it's just natural for us now that we've been in the program or someone who's been exposed to it. But it is something that you aren't going to get through anything else. You're not going to get it through family, because they're going to talk to you as a daughter or a son or a cousin or a brother or sister. But someone who's your mentor, they have your best interests in mind, but they're gonna tell it to you straight, you know? You may not like to hear it, but they're gonna tell you, this is how this should work. And you may not like it right now, but I'm gonna tell you how to get to be the best possible you that you can be. You know, we actually just hired a girl at our company at IMS, and I was asking her, oh, what do you do? And she's like, I'm a student, I'm at UWF. I was like, well, what are you studying? And it's management, I think, or sales management or something like that. And I was like, oh, cool. Like, I was also College of Business, you know, I studied economics. And she was like, oh yeah. And I was like, well, how did you hear about IMS? And she goes, oh, well, Bill Ween is my mentor. I was like, wait, are you part of the executive mentor program? Sure enough, she sure is, you know. And so I thought that was really cool because, you know, not only is it just College of Business students, it's gonna be College of Business students who then move out into the community and work in Pensacola, and then they say, oh, you're an executive mentee? Like, you're an executive mentee? That's so cool. And it's even better, you know, because I have that personal connection because Bob introduced me to IMS and then said, oh, I think you would really like Bill Ween. And then now I get to watch someone else who gets to have Bill as their mentor. And that's just really special.
Thank you, Sarah. Go Argos. It's very rewarding to be a part of this program, and it's fun and inspiring to hear these success stories. Helping prepare students for successful careers and lives is what this program is all about. Now I'd like to take a moment to congratulate our executive mentors who have completed 5 years as executive mentors with our program. They each now receive the coveted 5-year pin. It's really nice. Congratulations go to Jody Bell, Bob Bennett, Deborah Brousseau, Christina Doss, Matt Hayes, and Kristen Longley. These mentors join our ever-growing list of business executives who have been mentors in our program for more than 5 years. Thank you all. You continue to make a difference in students' lives, and we can't thank you enough. It's now time to recognize all the student mentees and all the business executive mentors for being in the program this year. Each student will receive a certificate of participation, and each mentor will be given a small token of our appreciation. I want to give a quick shout out to Monique Greco for creating the next part of this video. Enjoy.
Malcolm Ballinger and Natalie Belford. Jody Bell and Allison Reynolds. Bob Bennett and Camilla Carvajal. Betsy Bowers and Leonardo Rivera. Deborah Brousseau and Tori Ware. Eric Bauer and Blaine Hyatt. Carol Carlin and Madison Jones. Brenda Chestnut and Susanna Daughtry. Tal Clark and Corbin Carlson. Bill Cleary and Chard Phoebe. Bill Cleary and Nathan Wingard. Tammy Davies and Ashina Pinder. David Telemann and Brittany Kerr. Christina Doss and Fanny Holme. John Gormley and Isaac Moore. Steve Graysick and Noah Wright. Jonathan Griffith and Jacarius Brown. Claire Haverson and Neil Strome. Pamela Hatt and Michaela Carrick. Matt Hayes and Trenton Puaz. Allison Hill and Asia Liao. Mike Hodges and Samuel D. Oliveira. James Hossman and Lucas Jerry. John Hossman and Kevin Hubbard. Dave Hoxing and Brianna Clark. Ron Jackson and Ismail Estefan, John Kazaya and Noah Brennan, Rick Lambert and Trey Simmons, Bob Larkin and Jennifer Bessler, Kristen Longley and Brandy Sullivan, Ralph Lorenzen and Monique Greco, Scott Luth and Terry Trainer, Jay Massey and Jack Mock, Amy Miller and Danielle Norquist, Captain Kevin Miller and Chris Riley, Kurt Morse and Angelica Cope, Haley Murph and Paula Lopez, Cecilia Nanny and Wendy Funes, Lorena Smith and Reagan Epley, Sheila Nichols and Daniela Slavin, Bob Osborne and Billy Trewick, Larry Perino and Jorgen Stolzig, Hugo Reyes Duran and Sarah Petrusa, Patrick Rooney and Juliana Fernandez Costa, Michael Ryan and Stephen Andrews, John Schaefer and Eric O'Brien, John Schaefer and Morgan Peppers, Monica Sherman and Samantha Sewell, Colleen Smith and Naur Shakrala, Melissa Stoker and Elaine Adams, Melissa Stoker and Jamie Yenachik, Tom Vaughn and Matthew Witcherman, Robin Verge and Arturo Bello, Cindy Warren and Caitlin Sanderson, Jeff Weeks and Charles Tatum, Bill Wing and Savannah Rollins, Patrice Witten and Thon Tran, Debbie Williams and Sarah Britt, Doris Young and Chandra Jamont, Cynthia Zubia and Fanny Starsman, Sarah Blockson, Carla Kochevar, Tristan Dickinson, and Den Doe.
I love seeing all your smiling faces. Congratulations to all of you. Even with this crazy pandemic year, this is the most participants we've ever had in the program. Please join me in thanking our office administrator, Charlene Holmes, and our graduate assistant, Monique Greco, for all they have done for the program in this challenging year. I couldn't have done it without them. And I want to thank Hellcat Productions for sponsoring this video. In closing, I'd like to share a message I heard recently from Andrew Yang. You can't control everything about your environment, but you can, however, control your willingness to learn and adapt and grow. And as long as you do that, you'll find yourself making progress in ways that you would have not been able to imagine. Thank you all for participating in the Executive Mentor Program, and thanks for joining us tonight. Have a wonderful summer.